Philippe Coutinho. What comes to your mind when you hear that name? For some, he is the ultimate symbol of Barcelona's financial chaos, a mistake worth over 160 million euros. But for others, he's still remembered for his dazzling dribbling, his unstoppable long shots, and that unexplainable magic he created at Liverpool. So what broke the little prince? Was it just the injuries, the wrong managers, and the weight of his price tag? Or is there something deeper, something that made Coutinho's fall inevitable from the very beginning? Before we dive in, ask yourself, are you ready to see what really happened? Because after watching this, you might never look at Coutinho or Barcelona the same way again. Chapter 1. The Rise of a Wonder Kid. Before he became a 160 million euro signing, Philippe Coutinho was just a boy playing in the streets of Rio de Janeiro. Born in 1992, he grew up surrounded by concrete, tight futsal courts and constant competition. It was there, in tiny spaces against bigger and stronger kids, that he learned the skills that would define him: quick feet, sharp turns, and impossible creativity. At just 16, he was already a star in Vasco da Gama's academy, one of Brazil's historic clubs. He wasn't tall, he wasn't strong, but he saw the game seconds faster than everyone else. Europe took notice early. In 2008, Inter Milan signed him for 4 million euros, a massive fee for a teenager, but allowed him to stay in Brazil to mature. When he finally arrived in Italy, the expectations were sky high, but reality hit harder. Serie A wasn't built for a player like Coutinho. Tactical battles, heavy defending, constant coaching changes. He struggled to find his rhythm. He showed flashes of brilliance, a dribble here, a clever assist there, but he wasn't trusted. And without minutes, his confidence started to fade. In 2012, Inter sent him on loan to Espanyol. Under Mauricio Pochettino, Coutinho finally played with freedom. He dribbled through defenders, took on risks, scored beautiful goals. He reminded everyone why Inter paid for him in the first place. Liverpool took the chance. They were rebuilding and needed magic. For just 10 million euros, they signed Coutinho in January 2013. A low-risk gamble on a player with sky-high potential. Critics said he was too lightweight for England, that he'd be eaten alive by the Premier League's physicality. But Liverpool didn't buy his body. They bought his mind and his heart. And at Anfield, for the first time in years, Philippe Coutinho was finally trusted to be himself. Chapter 2. The Liverpool Magician. When Philippe Coutinho arrived at Liverpool in 2013, few believed he would succeed. Too small, too fragile, too risky for the Premier League. But it didn't take long for him to change minds. From his first matches, Coutinho showed what made him special. Sharp passes, fearless dribbles, unpredictable creativity. In his first half season, he recorded 3 goals and 5 assists in just 13 games. He didn't just fit into Liverpool's style, he elevated it. Under Brendan Rodgers and later Jurgen Klopp, Coutinho became the spark. He wasn't just an attacking midfielder, he was Liverpool's magician. By 2017, he had added stunning long-range goals to his game, becoming a true match winner. Twice voted Liverpool's Player of the Year, respected across England and feared across Europe. And when Neymar left Barcelona, the Catalan giants saw Coutinho as the perfect replacement. They didn't just want his talent, they wanted the magic. And for 160 million euros, they got it. Or at least, they thought they did. Chapter 3. A rocky start. Coutinho's arrival at Barcelona was meant to mark a new era. Instead, it started with a delay. Injured on arrival, he missed his first few weeks. When he finally debuted, Barca was already flying without him. Messi, Suarez and others had built a rhythm, and Coutinho looked like an outsider stepping into a party he wasn't invited to. At Liverpool, he thrived in fast, chaotic transitions. Barcelona's slow, methodical build-up didn't suit him. And there was another problem. Where exactly should he play? On the left wing, he lacked pure pace. In midfield, he struggled defensively. Coaches moved him around, left, centre, even deeper, but nothing clicked. The more he shifted, the more he hesitated. Meanwhile, the media turned. The fans grew impatient. Coutinho wasn't playing badly. He just wasn't playing like a 160 million euro saviour. And slowly, doubt began to creep into his game and into his mind. Chapter 4. Lost between positions. In football, confidence is everything. And slowly, Philippe Coutinho was losing his. Barcelona didn't know what to do with him. He wasn't fast enough to be a pure winger. He wasn't controlling enough to be a central midfielder. He was stuck between worlds, a luxury player without a clear role. Each new coach brought new ideas. Ernesto Valverde tried to play him wide left. Quique Setién pushed him into deeper areas. Ronald Koeman wanted him as a number 10. But every tactical experiment made Coutinho look more uncomfortable. He second-guessed his runs. He hesitated on the ball. He played safer, duller, slower. Everything he wasn't at Liverpool. And when confidence fades, the critics sharpen their knives. The Barcelona press turned on him quickly. They mocked his record transfer fee. They questioned his body language. They called him a flop before he ever had a real chance to settle. The fans followed. Each missed shot was met with groans. Each bad game with whistles. It didn't matter that he was still producing moments of brilliance. He was playing against the price tag now, not the opponent. And the weight of 160 million euros doesn't just sit on your shoulders, it crushes your spirit. For Coutinho, Barcelona wasn't just a team anymore, it was a prison. Chapter 5, The Breaking Point. The club's problems only made things worse. Barcelona behind the scenes was a mess. Financial chaos, poor management, political battles. Players became assets to balance the books, not heroes to protect. Coutinho was sent on loan to Bayern Munich in 2019, a desperate attempt to rebuild his value. In Germany, for a moment, he smiled again. He scored goals, won a Bundesliga title, even helped Bayern destroy Barcelona 8-2 in the Champions League, scoring twice against the club that still owned him. But Bayern didn't want to keep him permanently. The fee was too high. The faith wasn't there. Coutinho returned to Barcelona in 2020, but it was over. The club was sinking financially. The fans had moved on, and physically, he wasn't the same. A serious knee injury ruled him out for almost the entire 2020-21 season. By the time he recovered, Barcelona was unrecognizable. Messi had left, Suarez was gone, the magic was gone, and so was the dream. Coutinho quietly left for Aston Villa in 2022. A player who once cost more than entire squads, moving for a fraction of his former value. No farewell ceremony, no tribute video, no thanks, just silence. Philippe Coutinho didn't fail because he lost his talent. He didn't fail because he stopped caring. He failed because sometimes even the brightest stars need the right sky to shine. At Liverpool, he was a magician. At Barcelona, he became a shadow. Wrong system, wrong timing, wrong dreams. Coutinho was never built to replace Neymar, or to carry a crumbling club on his shoulders. He was built to create, not survive. And maybe the saddest part of all is that the world never got to see how far his magic could have gone.